Okay, first, sorry that I didn't film enough videos, but I thought I was going to get down here and work, and well, you know, I was wrong. But I did break all these fingernails, and then my son finally told me to just give up helping in the plumbing thing, so he fixed our plumbing. So yay, all that was done. Okay, so I'm going to make, remember how I told you we needed something for these little pockets in our Purple Fairy book? So I'm going to put these in here like that, and then we're going to decorate them just a little bit, and then they'll go inside. And then I just went ahead and stayed with the little bright purpley tabs, so that way it kind of matches in there. And then these are 5 by 5, and I just cut them, and then I went ahead and put two, they're I think these are 65-pound papers, and I put some line on the back so you can journal on the back, and then it has yet another hidden spot in there so you can put specials in there that you make or do. And then the same here with this one. And then these are Friends of Angela Kerr Facebook papers. One's May and one is something else. One comes from one kit, one comes from another. But, and then I just, like I said, put different color journal paper on the back to journal on there, and this one is a pocket in there too, so you can add whatever else you want in there. And then I had these large fairies that I had from our fairy cutout, and I was going to put this one on here and the pink one on there. So it's just going to be a little quick and easy project. So, but I do have to do a little shout out to my youngest fan that I know of. Her name is Evie, and she's 6 years old, and she's Peanut's granddaughter, and she said, Peanut says that they watch my videos together. So hi, Evie. Oh my gosh. I know, I can't believe. So I have some of this, remember the floral wrap from the floral apartment at Hobby Lobby, and I just cut this to give it some little sparkle on the bottom. So we're going to put this on the very bottom of it. Because, you know, it doesn't stick to anything else. It only sticks to itself. It's floral wrap. But it glues excellent. So we're going to stick them on here just to have some little magic dust on the bottom, like they're walking on it. Well, she's dancing on hers, because we're going to put her on here. And then, so yes, we had a great time with Robert, Brooke, and Stone. He's such a cute little baby. He's good. He's just learning how to laugh. You know how the babies, they just start their little laugh and giggle and stuff. Oh my gosh, that is, oh, I love it. I love that part. And then he is starting his real big time baby babble. So yeah, we had fun. It did take John 2 days before he decided he was going to be brave enough to hold him. I guess he was just maybe worried that he'd drop him, but he didn't. And Stone loved him. He just, you know, yak, yak, yacked and giggled whenever John would talk to him. Oh, so we had fun. Like I said, poor Robert went to work. Him and John spent Saturday digging our plumbing situation out down by the barn, and then ended up having to dig down by the meter, because you have to be able to prove to the city that, you know, it was our side that it was leaking on in order to use your plumbing insurance or whatever. But they did that, you know. Luckily, Brooke had just got out of the shower, because she told him, she goes, oh, well, I'm going to go get in the shower right now. And, oh, okay. And the next thing you know, I mean, she gets out of the shower, and we hear this thunk, 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 thunk. She's like, oh my God, what is that noise? I said, they've turned the water off. She's like, it's a good thing I wasn't still in the shower, because she had just told them, you know, that she was getting in the shower right before they went down there to start their adventure. Because, you know, their adventure also ended up, well, we had to go to town to go to Ace, and then we had to go back to town to go to Ace, because, you know, someone by the name of John could never find his tools or his parts and pieces. So, but they finally got it done, And then he spent Sunday trying to get one of our push mowers started because, you know, John hasn't worked on them for 2 years. And I just can't operate the weed eater that well. Even that electric one I got is a joke, even though we bought the, you know, expensive one. But it just, our grass is too thick and it just laughs at us. Well, and even my son's like, oh, that's a waste of your money. He said, I love Ryobi, he says, but it just doesn't work for weed eating. I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that out. So it works great down around by the barn, but for some reason, whatever is up here, I guess because down around the barn isn't that thick, and up here is kind of thick. But, so yeah, he worked and worked on that, got both of those going. You know, he says, they'll both work. He says, one's a little sick. He says, but it runs. And he says, the other one, you know, was great. Got it all cleaned and all that good stuff. And so I'm like, good. So now I can cut, you know, at the angle on our little hill around the house so the poor dogs don't have to walk through the 4-foot grass. I know. It's hard. It's hard doing this by yourself. Oh. And then my son's like, every 3 months you need to crank it, you know, no matter what time of the year. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if I'd have known that, but, you know, no one else did it, and that's why they never work. So, anyway, so lesson learned. All right, so we have our little fairies. You know, and I was thinking of putting a word on there. I'm definitely putting some Nuvo drops on there because it's going to be, you know, pulling in and out, so I don't want to put too much, anything big on there. But I don't even know, what did I just do with those? I was looking, and I don't know. I was thinking about maybe putting like Moonlight or something on there, like for her. But I don't know. I don't even know if I want words on there. But I'm going to look because, you know, I usually talk myself out of it. Oh, but yes. So, I thought that was so sweet when Peanut told me that her and her granddaughter watch me. See, I'm kind of thinking I think I'm just going to leave them alone. I know. And then I'm going to put this darker pink on here because she has pink flowers. And then I was just going to pull this purple on here, you know, because it's a purple journal. Oops. But, oops. Come on, there you go. Ooh. Oh, so now I have to tell you the story about them coming up here. They were 1.5 hours into their drive in a rental car. There's a ladder on the interstate, and it was like on the other side, and Robert's like, oh, there's a ladder. It's going to hit that dude in front of us. Oh, yeah. They ran over it. It flew up, hit the van that was on the other side of the road by them. I might be talking myself out of this purple. I think I am. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do pink and purple. But, and then so, it hit the van that was driving. Okay, here's the cars. Van's over here. He runs over the thing. It flies. Well, okay, there was another car that ran over there. There's a van here, and then Robert and them was right there. It hits them, goes into their windshield, bounces off this van, hits their car on the roof, imprint of a metal ladder on their rental car. And did they get insurance? No, because, you know, he has full coverage insurance, so he didn't get the extra insurance. Now, he did pay for the liability insurance, and he was like, oh, well, that, you know, that I should be okay with that. I'm like, no, Robert, so that means if you hit somebody. He's like, oh, well, they need to explain that better. I'm like, yes, they do, but they don't. So, yeah. So, their rental car has, yeah. So, my son was upset because, you know, but, I mean, there's no if, ands, buts, or ors what hit them. It is a perfect ladder imprint. And I told him, says, you're just lucky it didn't come through the windshield and hit y'all. You know, because he was upset. He was, you know, pissed. And I told him, I said, you know, you're really lucky. And he's like, yeah, I know. He said, but he's just going to raise my insurance. I'm like, it probably will. I says, but you know, accidents happen. And that was a freak accident. You know, it's just definitely something he's going to have to just handle, because it could have been so much worse. I mean, anyway, at least, you know, the baby's behind Brooke, but the way the ladder hit, it was more on the driver's side, and it would have come through, hit Robert, and killed him, you know, if it went through the windshield. But luckily, when it hit the whole front, it had enough momentum in there that it bounced and went off on the side of the car, of the SUV that they rented. And I'm like, well, did you take pictures? And he's like, no. And I'm like, he said, it was like a slow motion movie, Mama. He's like, I was sitting there going, oh, hell. You know, he's like, look at that. You know, that's going to hit that van. And he said, and it was just like, it was like, ooh, boom, 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 boom on theirs. So, yeah. But it could have been way, way, way worse. So, but yeah, so that was their souvenir for coming here. And I feel so bad. But, well, I didn't do it. Just trying to see, do I want some little, I don't know. I know I'm wanting to see if I want some of these other little dots in there, but I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, let's see about putting it in the middle. So, you know, there's a national baby formula shortage in America. So I had went online and at Walmart and got 2 of the jugs of it that they use, the powder formula. And so when we went to go pick it up yesterday, I told Brooke, I said, well, let's go in there and just see if there's another one. I said, you know, because I mean, they go through one 32-ounce one a week of the powdered stuff. And she's like, yeah, she says, I have friends that when they drive through Texas that they look, you know, all the way through, and then they'll buy it for me, and then I have to, you know, then I pay them back. And she says, and it's just crazy. So, I know, I'm trying to decide, do I want to, kind of wanted to pull this out and make it look like a flower maybe. But, so when we got there was just one more of those 32-ounce things. I know, I'm kind of not liking it. I don't know if I can fix it. Well, I might be redoing this. So, yeah, so she ended up getting it. And, but I cannot believe that it's still going on. And she said that over there in Houston, they even have a limit on buying the formula, that you can only get 2. And I was like, well, my gosh, what if you have like twins or something? She goes, well, some cashiers, you know, are kind of doing it as 2, limit 2 per child, you know, that you have in your cart. And but I was just like, wow. And then there was something else. What did she tell me besides that? Oops. Like, because I mean, you know, Stone has to have, do I got the right ones? Yes. Stone has to have sensitive stuff in a certain one, and then, you know, because they've tried other brands and it just doesn't work. It's too sensitive, upsets the stomach, and then, I mean, now you're buying more diapers because, you know. But, yeah, I don't understand. It's powdered formula. We're in America. Why in the world are we having this problem? Answer is stupid people in everywhere. Okay, that one's white. And I'm going to put this in there just so it's a little bit different than the other ones. But yeah, so that's their goal. She said on their way home they were going to stop at the Walmarts that they see off the interstate to see if they can get any baby formula. Alright, and then when that dries, it's going to have the little sparkles in there. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh gosh, John's taking the dogs out, so sorry if it gets a little loud. So we're just going to put a little dot in here, just so we have some little extra iridescence. Oh, we just realized what little girl's barking upstairs, you know, more than usual. The fireworks. I forgot it's 4th of July. So, happy 4th of July, y'all, a day late. Because you'll see this tomorrow. But yeah, oh, crazy dog. Okay. So, I think I need a little more on this one. Oh gosh, I can hear little girl's done took off. Oh my gosh, yep. Well, you know, she needs to watch it. Coyotes are out. And then Robert tried to go coyote hunting. And he's like, I'm too out of shape for this. And I'm like, yep. I said, you don't walk these hills enough. I said, you know, they'll get you. And he's driving the little side-by-side up there, and he's like, where's the road? I can't see the road. I'm like, well, you passed it, because I could hear him. I could see him. And so he's sending me, like, little videos. Well, is this it? Is this it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, it's got grass growing on it. I'm like, well, we haven't driven up there or cut it. And he's like, oh, okay. Are you sure this thing can take it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it can take it. So he drives up there. Big ding-dong. Alright, I don't know. I might put some clear ones on there. Just like little raindrops, you know. Oh. But yeah. It was fun. It was short. You know, the days went by so fast. Alright, let's see. I'm about to find those stainless steel pins. Well, I might even just leave this one in here because it's just a little ball. My other one I had in here before, the ball was so big I couldn't close my lid all the time. So, night, John. Dingledorfs. And then Robert got into poison ivy. Dummy. He's like, oh my god. And I was like, Robert, I mean, every time he comes here, he gets poison ivy. I don't understand. He knows what it looks like. He's like, y'all got more poison ivy here than we got. I'm like, we're in the woods, Robert. But we have this other stuff. I don't even know what it's called. But I got it at the Amish store. And they do sell it on Amazon. And they do sell it at Walmart. But it's like $4 more at Walmart than what it is on Amazon. Which is pretty much double what I paid for it at the Amazon. At the Amish place. But, I mean, he put it on and he was just like, I can't believe this stuff works. He says it's not itching or nothing, because you know, he did wash in the Dawn soap, but he says usually, you know, it just gets a little bit off. It doesn't do the rest. What is this problem? All right, let me get the big one out, my big needle, because this just is not working. It's just, and I'm gonna be mad because my sewing needle is going to have goop on there. Come on, we just need some little moon drops, some little raindroppies around her. And then leave room here in case, you know, you want to put a little label or something on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need one more. Oh yeah, now it's going to come out. Crazy thing. But yeah. Alright, but I am putting that little needle in here. I know. When I take it out next time, it's all rusty and nasty in there again. I'll be complaining about it. But that was a little too much there. Alright, now we just got to shake it down. I know it took forever to do that, didn't it? Oh. And John's like, you know, it's been 2 4th of Julys. I ain't had a hot dog on 4th of July. I'm like, well, it is what it is. You know, what can you say? I think I want to put some white in here now. I know now that I got the white in that one, I'm kind of liking the little white. I do have an air bubble in here. But yeah, he was able to drink like 2 sips of water yesterday, 2 sips of water today, and he ate some soup broth. So we will see how this turns out. You know how long the radiation, because you know he finished his radiation. Thursday was his last radiation day, because they were only doing the 10. Alright, I got to leave this alone. Now I've done dunked it too hard over here. Let me put that back in its place. Alright, so these are just the 2 little cards that are going inside our little pocket. Oops, come on. So I'm going to put them aside, let them dry, and then we'll put them in there when they're done. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, so we're going to put them in this one here and this one back there. And then I did go ahead and where did it go? Oh my gosh, I should have marked it and I did not. Oh, they're getting in trouble. It's time for bed. And somebody's not listening. John has no patience today. Oh, there we go. And then on this, my little flip out pocket, I went ahead and put that little stamp that we did with the little, that came in with our little last Your Creative Studio kit for last month, and then put these little purple iridescent butterflies on there just to give it a little something extra. All right, guys. Well, let me flip here and then put one of these on here. So we can end our little thingy. I know they're not dry, but you'll be able to see. Oh gosh, let me put this on here before, so you know I don't ruin it. All right, so that's our last 2 little things that go in here, and then I'm going to go put some little extras on there so we can do the flip through, and then we'll get all my little journal cover stuff together so we can make our journal topper and get that on the front. Okay, guys. Well, I know it is short, and I did, anyway, just myself. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for all my subbies. Thanks for my new ones and my old ones and my subby friends. Thanks for everything. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support. Thanks for everything. I will see y'all on the next video. So here's some kisses. Here's some loves. Y'all have a great day and a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.